You've probably heard the parable of the 10 talents. You remember this parable. But today I want you to pay close attention and stay until the end, because I'm going to give you a secret that you never understood about this parable and that will change your life from today onwards. There is something that many people do every day. It's a habit. And what is this habit? Compare someone. You compare yourself to someone else because that person achieved a result that you wish you had achieved. You compare yourself to someone because in your company, someone who hasn't even done much is moving up and growing while you, who is grinding and grinding, are falling behind. How many times have you compared yourself because you saw someone grow in life, someone be happy, someone achieve a dream, a result, and that someone did much less than you do? He studied less than you, sometimes he didn't even study, he worked much less than you, he sacrificed much less than you, and he is achieving much greater results than you. Today you will understand why this happens, and you will also understand why comparing yourself is only slowing you down. When you compare yourself to someone, you get frustrated, because maybe that person has already achieved the result and you, by doing so much and so much, are not achieving it. And then you feel frustrated. You feel like you are on the wrong path. As if everything you were doing for your work, for your financial life, for your romantic life, for your relationship, for your family, was all in vain. Because while some are there doing much less and are managing to be happy, you are dedicating yourself and it seems like nothing works out. Stop comparing yourself today. Stop comparing yourself right now. It's not because someone has already achieved it in a week that you will also achieve it in a week. It's not because someone did a lot, and you are doing so much that you are on the wrong path or that you are wasting time, that you are foolish. Stop thinking that way. Don't compare yourself to anyone, because what God has for you is much greater, what God has for you is unique, it's exclusively yours, and when you keep comparing yourself you get off the path. You stray from the right path, and that's where you continue for years and years standing in the same place, watching everyone pass you and leave you behind. The parable of the 10 talents, which I'm sure you remember very well, tells of a lord of a land who was going on a journey and had 3 servants, and he gave each one a number of talents. To the first he gave 5 talents, to the second 2, and to the third he gave 1 talent. I'm sure you also remember that the first one went there, negotiated, multiplied the 5 talents, and ended up with 10. The second also did the same, with 2 talents he multiplied, leaving him with 4. But who was given 1 and was afraid of losing his master's talent? And when the Lord returned, he would not have the talent to return it, he hid it. He didn't negotiate, he didn't multiply that talent, he hid it. But I don't want to draw your attention to the talents, I want to draw your attention to the end of the parable. After he goes back to talk to his servants, sees that the first and second have multiplied, and then tells them to rejoice and take the talent from the third who was afraid and hid it. In verse 29 of Matthew chapter 25 it says so, for to those who have more will be given and they will have in large quantities. Even what he has will be thrown at him. Maybe listening to this verse you are like, to what has more will be given. Why is it that those who don't have even what they have are taken away? Do you know why? Because, before you have physically, materially, before that dream that you have, that goal that you have, that result that you desire materializes in your life, it has to begin to exist within you. Do you know why many people sometimes do much less than you have done for years, and they manage to result in you not? It's because within them, they already had certainty, they already had the conviction of where they were going to get to, what they were going to achieve. They were already completely sure that, no matter what happened, they would get there. And this conviction has already brought reality into her life, it has already brought existence. What was already inside her? You will never have anything that you don't first materialize within yourself. If within you there are doubts, there are uncertainties, forget it, you won't achieve it. You can work hard, you can dedicate yourself, you can work hard, you won't get there. You will see people do a lot less and achieve much more. Because the secret is not just doing and dedicating yourself, working. No. There are a lot of people who work their whole lives, much more than big business people out there. However, they do not achieve even 1% of the results of these people. And that's because you haven't put it inside her yet. Conviction, she still doesn't see this happening in her life. She's working blindly because she can't see herself there. She just says, no, I'm going to arrive, but she doesn't see herself there, she doesn't carry this feeling with total confidence within her. So when the Bible says, for to him who has more will be given, it means to those who already have it within them, to those who already see and I have already reached. It's not who is thinking now, how am I going to go to college, how am I going to become a doctor, how am I going to become an engineer, how am I going to become? No, that's not who I'm going to achieve. He's someone who sometimes doesn't even have the means to pay for college, but he's already seeing himself as, in 6 years, I'll be a doctor. 5 years ago, I will be an engineer. 8 years from now, I will be a judge. It is this person who will reach you. Do you know why? Because she already has it. She doesn't need to wait for it to happen materially, physically in her life. Because inside it already exists. Already happened. She's not thinking, will it work? And what if it works? No. She has already, within her, already declared, it has already worked. I've already graduated. I already conquered it. I've already formed a family. I've already found the right person. I already managed to open my company. I've already managed to reach salary X. She already has it. And it's natural that everything will materialize in her life because she already has it. So do you understand when the Bible says that what you already have will be given? Now, from those who don't have even what they have will be taken away, that is, those who don't have this certainty, those who haven't materialized it yet, those who don't have the conviction, who don't really know what they want and where they're going to get to. This one who isn't sure of anything, full conviction, this one that hasn't happened within him yet, this one, even what he has will lose. Just why? Because he will start to see everyone reach, he will see everyone grow, achieve, and he will fall behind. Then he is comparing himself, getting frustrated. He starts doing it with less desire, with less commitment, and soon he stops. Then he tries to do it again, but he still doesn't understand that it needs to be born inside him. Everything needs to start within it. Dear one, your outcome, what you want, no matter what area of your life it is, what you want, what you desire, has to start happening within you. Inside you, in your mind, it already has to exist, you already have to see yourself. God looks at this one and says, this one already has it. He gives orders to the angels, goes there and delivers it, because it is already his. He has already taken possession, he already has it. Nothing takes away this certainty from him, nothing takes away this conviction from within him, he already has it. Then he will command his angels to deliver it. What you so desire. But first, you have to stop comparing yourself. It doesn't matter if someone else got it before you. Don't worry about comparing your effort with someone else's. Worry about having it inside you. In making certainty birth within you. See where you're going to get to. And forget the others. Focus, total focus. When you stop comparing yourself, you start to see where you're going. Soon God looks at you and says, you can take it because it's already his. Why is it already his? Because he already has it, he already has certainty, he already has conviction, he already has total certainty, total faith that it is already his. It is something immutable, unshakable. It's a complete conviction that exists within him, so he can go out there and deliver. This is how you will change your life. As long as you look to the left, as long as you look to the right, you will lose focus, you will get frustrated, you will self-sabotage. When you compare yourself, take one more. When you compare yourself, you self-sabotage. No one is bothering you. Then you start to look and say, no, it's that guy's fault, it's my family's fault for not helping me, it's my boss's fault for not giving me a promotion, it's the government's fault for charging a lot of taxes, blame it on the heat. Dude, forget it. Stop feeling guilty. Make it born within you because it is something that has to be given more and more. The more you have within you, the more will be given to you. Now the less you have within you, the more will be taken away. More projects you will abandon, more causes that you will leave aside. There will be more dreams that you will bury. Because first you didn't stop comparing yourself, second you tried to blame everyone, and third you didn't make it birth inside you. So from today onwards you stop comparing, you stop looking for someone to blame like that servant. No, but it's because I was scared of you. I mean, he gave you the blame. No, because you're very angry, it's your fault. If you weren't so angry, I would have gone there and multiplied. No dear. They already had the first and second, it's inside them. And it was natural for multiplication to happen. Just as it will be natural for your life to change. When you have this certainty, this conviction, when it already exists within you. And you don't compare yourself to anyone, and you don't find someone to blame, you look for someone to blame for your failure, for your lack of success. So let this message come inside you. And you practice it so that your life starts to change. And if this message helped you, leave a like here, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because every day you will be fed with more messages of faith. God bless you.